What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and the whistleblower report is out after the first incident that happened in Butler barely 2 months ago, and a brand new report on what happened yesterday, as apparently the second individual who tried to remove Donald Trump from this planet took advantage of a well-known Secret Service apparently exploit or a security hole. Look, I think we found out yesterday, it's pretty clear that Donald Trump absolutely needs whatever level of support a sitting president would. These people are just getting way too close to him, way too easily, way too often. I said it before on my daily live stream at 1 Eastern over on Rumble. You know, when the first attempt happened, I was sitting there with Sticks. We both agreed a second attempt absolutely will happen. And today during our live stream, we also believed that a third attempt will almost certainly happen until at such a point where enough people out there are actually waking up and wondering what exactly is going on here. I mean, how many times are they going to let this happen? I suppose until they achieve their stated goal, whatever that may be. Before we get into this bombshell report from Senator Hawley. Attention homeowners, you already do so much to protect your home, but there's a hidden threat you might not know about. Title theft. Did you know that homeowners nationwide have over $32 trillion in home equity? With everything going on in the state of the U.S. economy, homeownership is more challenging than ever, and title theft is one less thing that you should have to worry about. That's why you need protection from the crime the FBI calls house stealing, where the equity in American homes is actually the target. If your title isn't being monitored, scammers can transfer it into their name, take out loans, and your equity could be wiped out without you ever knowing. The best way to protect your equity is with triple lock protection from our friends at Home Title Lock. Triple lock is 24/7 monitoring, alerts, and restoration services. Sign up today using the link in the description and promo code QUARTERING, one word, and you'll get your first 30 days of triple lock protection for free, plus a complete title scan at no charge of your home's title so you can make sure their home isn't already compromised. That's 30 days free and a title report for using promo code QUARTERING at the link in the description. Now, let's go to this report from Senator Hawley. On July 13th, 2024, former President Donald J. Trump was nearly removed from this planet by Lee Tardy Oswald while hosting a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, and the United States Secret Service failed to prevent it. Many believe they actually encouraged it. That was my anecdote. That wasn't in this document. It was the most stunning breakdown in presidential security since John F. Kennedy and President Ronald Reagan. It's not like this never happens. It absolutely has happened. Following this catastrophic failure, the Secret Service and Federal Bureau of Investigation and Department of Homeland Security have all tried to evade real accountability. These agencies and their leaders have slow-walked congressional investigations, misled the American people, and shirked responsibility in response. Senator Hawley personally visited Butler, Pennsylvania rally site to interview whistleblowers, opened up a whistleblower tip line, and encouraged those with relevant information to tell their stories. Since then, many individuals have come forward with information regarding the events of July 13th from the Secret Service, DHS, and local law enforcement, as well as private citizens. I mean, this is just bananas, isn't it? You know, when are we going to find out what actually happened yesterday or Sunday, September 15th? And when are we going to ever find out whatever happens on, October 10th or October 17th or whenever it happens again? Because I assure you, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to place a bet, this is absolutely positively going to happen again. There's no doubt in my mind because they haven't changed anything. They said yesterday in a press conference that the security bubble around Donald Trump, is not big enough. It's not as big as it would be if he were president. Well, I don't think Joe Biden needs to worry about it, sleeping in bed 23 hours a day, all right? Kamala Harris never has to worry about it. I wonder why that is. Leave a like on this video if you also wonder why that is. Why so many coincidences just keep happening to Donald Trump. The results findings are highly damaging to the credibility of the Secret Service and DHS. Now, I wonder, what if this guy yesterday was a patsy? I'm not saying this is true. I'm just saying, hypothetically, the day before this report came out, they thwarted an attempt on his life. I know. I'm just throwing it out there. They reveal a compounding pattern of negligence, sloppiness, gross incompetence that goes back years, all of which culminated in an attempt on Donald Trump that came inches away from succeeding. Chief among them are the following. The Secret Service's Counter Surveillance Division, which performs threat assessments of event sites, did not even perform a typical evaluation of the Butler site and was not even present on the day of the rally. You know, you could probably neglect something so long and just hope something bad happens. It seems like that might have been what happened here, isn't it? The Secret Service Office of Protective the Secret Service's personnel declined multiple offers from law enforcement partner to deploy drone technology, despite the fact that the would-be assassin also used drone technology to survey the rally site just hours before the attempt. Why would they turn it down? I think that's a question worth asking. Why turn it down? I'm curious. Why turn down something that is only going to make the situation more safe? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you do something that you know is going to make things safer for the president? It feels like to me that everybody would just take that. They would want that extra layer of security. I know I would. Almost certainly Donald Trump probably would have preferred it. You know? Almost certainly Donald Trump wouldn't have hated having a little extra security that day. Why turn it down? In what scenario where would you even turn it down? That part is weird to me. The Secret Service's personnel declined multiple offers from local law enforcement to partner. The Secret Service's Oval Office of Protection Operations Manpower told agents in charge of security for the Butler rally not to request additional security resources because they would be denied. Why? Did they know? Did they know something was going on? On July 13th, law enforcement personnel abandoned the rooftop of the AGR building, the roof in which Thomas Crooks attempted to take Trump's life because of, quote, hot weather. The Secret Service's lead agent on July 13th, the agent with specific responsibility for security of the rally site, including line of sight concerns, was known to be incompetent. That incompetence led to the placement of items like flags around the Butler stage and catwalk, impairing visibility. So they said, boy, he's so bad, or he or she are so bad at their job, let's try to distract somebody with flags. Supplementary Department of Homeland Security personnel were used to fill in shortages of Secret Service personnel on the 13th. Some DHS agents were pulled off other cases for this purpose, and the training they received was merely a poor quality 2-hour webinar. Now, that part we actually knew. These findings, which were published by Senator Hawley in a series of letters to executive branch officials, have been cited by members of Congress, and news outlets have enhanced the public's understanding of what was going on July 13th in Butler. In multiple cases, executive branch agencies have confirmed or corroborated whistleblower testimony. The findings have highlighted the need for swift and aggressive oversight action of the president of both House of Congress. Executive branch agencies have so far not denied a single allegation. What is more, on July 30th, Senator Hawley directly questioned Acting Director Rowe about whistleblower claims in a hearing jointly held by the Senate Homeland Security Governmental Affairs Committee, and he also brings several new findings. The lead agent responsible for the entire Butler visit, including the rally, failed a key examination during their federal law enforcement training to even become a Secret Service agent, DEI maybe. Secret Service intelligence units, teams of Secret Service agents paired with state and local law enforcement to handle reports of a suspicious person were absent from the rally altogether. So there was no communication between the two. The hospital where former President Trump received treatment after the event was also poorly secured, and the hospital site agent could not answer basic questions about the site security. To date, DHS has provided virtually no answers and remain many outstanding questions, including who within the Secret Service or DHS made the decision to deny counter-sniper coverage to the rooftop, from which Thomas Crooks seemed to be able to handle the heat just fine. When will Secret Service or DHS publicly name the lead site agent for the rally? They'll never do that. Did the acting Secret Service director ever deny resources to the Trump campaign or Secret Service counter sniper teams, which has been reported by the press. I mean, people need to lose their jobs. I very rarely call for that, but we're talking about a situation here where, I mean, wow. I am certain, 1000% certain, that there are amazing Secret Service agents. I am 1000% certain that that is true, okay? There's no denying it in my mind. Secret Service agents that would lay their life on the line for whoever they're designed, they're supposed to be protecting regardless of their politics. But it also seems like there are some that won't, or were just so poorly ignored, or they got lulled into this crazy sense of complacency. Would-be Trump assassin yesterday took advantage of a security hole that Secret Service has known about for years, and the pictures prove it. The individual who staked out former President Trump's West Palm Beach course with an SKS rifle was able to take advantage of a security hole that Secret Service has known about for years. News photographers, including those hired by the Post, have had no problem repeatedly securing spots around the perimeter of the course to take pictures of Trump playing golf or driving around in a golf cart. They've even taken images which require a clear line of sight to the 45th president, unnoticed through the bushes with a telephoto lens. Some have gotten as close as 75 yards. They've always amazed me how close they can get to Trump and his entourage. It's easy for them, one photography agency told the Post. Photographers typically announce themselves to Secret Service so they're not mistaken for threats. Oh, well, I'm sure nobody would ever lie. I'm sure that nobody would ever lie about that. Right? I'm sure nobody would ever say, I'm a photographer. What an absolute joke. I hope you were informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.